Hey everybody. Let's see. It is about 12:30, about 10 till, and I am coming to you live from my bedroom. Just wanted to prove to you that I sit more places than just my bed. Actually, right now I am standing, leaning against my window because I like the house across the street. So, in this video, I thought I would tell you a little bit about where I actually live. First of all, I live very, very, very close to Washington, D.C., even though I live in a suburb. If you hear the words Silver Spring, Maryland, and you don't really know how to place it, it's because it's so close to DC that it kind of gets lumped together. And in fact, I rarely tell people that I live in Silver Spring unless they are local to this area, because people just wig. They have no idea. But then again, I felt the same way growing up in Sugar Land, Texas. I would never say that my parents lived there. I would say that we're from Houston, because people have a much better idea of where Houston is than Sugar Land. Although I will say, interesting fact, there is a baseball team here called the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. And get this, the first and only game I've been to of theirs was when they played the Sugar Land Skeeters. Can you believe that? I saw my hometown team in Maryland. And my hair is all over the place because when I was in the shower the other day, I used my housemate Magda's lotion bar that she made for me. And some of it got in my hair, and now I look like I play for the Phoenix Suns. And if you get that joke, you can stay. Being my little greasy gangster self right now. Let's see. My room is a wreck right now, but that is because everything had to be moved out of my room into the guest room. And so this is actually not my room. This is the guest room that I'm staying in for now. And the reason I'm staying here is that our house caught fire. Basically what happened was that we had an electrician that was trying to put a new fan in or something into our bathroom. And while he was in there, he drilled through a live wire. And the live wire hung there and spit all over the place. And we almost blew up the whole neighborhood. Whole fucking thing. Luckily, we did not. The electrician came and got us out. And the, sorry, I keep playing with my hair. Forgive me, I don't have anything to do while I'm talking to you guys, so the hardest part of being a singer, public speaker, anything, is knowing what to do with your hands. So, apparently I only know what to do with my hands while I'm preaching, which is do nothing. Speaking of, I think I'm going to start preaching, because why not? I was going to get all up in my feelings because I don't have any letters, and then I realized I'm 45. Number one, I'm allowed to have an opinion because I'm old enough now. And second of all, I am ordained. I am a reverend in the Church of the Latter-day Dude, and the dude abides. He's always been a Christ figure for me, so why not? And yes, I can perform weddings and funerals and all that. I just haven't. Only one person has ever asked me. And luckily, that was one of my best friends and one of my favorite memories in life. Because, honestly, here's the deal. My church is full of lesbians. Full. And a good percentage of them are theological badasses who are kicked out of more conservative churches. So therefore, I went from being a preacher's kid to friggin' theological hyperspace in like 15 minutes. Okay, like for real. We are talking about watching someone like Reverend Dr. Karen Wood, who actually taught Raphael Warnock. Okay, like that is the level that you are dealing with here. And it's scary and fun all at once, because sometimes I'm on fire and sometimes it's a disaster area. And every pastor in the world will tell you that the moment you think you're on fire, you're a piece of crap. And the moment that you deliver something you're not really sure about it, that's the thing that people are going to remember for the next 10 years. I promise. And so I'm just so grateful that when I didn't have a chance to preach, that I had this website and I just wrote everything down instead of speaking it out loud. And generally on my sermons, I will tell you if I've preached them out loud or if this is something I've written from my website. Because the great part about being in a church with a deep bench is that I actually got to preach a lot. And I don't exactly know why. I don't think that I'm as talented as some of the others, particularly someone who either went to somewhere like San Francisco or Harvard and did their homework at the top of the bleachers. Like, I can't imagine studying for a theology exam while watching Big Papi slam one over the green monster. I mean, it's just insane. And for the record, about 7 years ago, I did want to start a church. I did. I wanted to do a new church plant that focused exclusively on homeless people. And then my mother died. It doesn't seem like it would have anything to do with each other, and it doesn't on the surface. What happened is that I really lost the ability to interact in public. And I'm just going to let that sit there. In the last 7 years, I've become extremely introverted, and I kind of like it that way. Sometimes I'm my own best company, and sometimes I'm my own best enemy. So I just wrestle with that. And I wrestle with the idea of knowing myself and being in a community. Like, how much time should I spend to each one? Or how much time should I give to each one, rather? And at the same time, I'm processing all of the things that have happened to me from when I was 19 on. And that is not a small thing, and it's too hard, and it hurts too much, and I'm doing it anyway. Because once I understand my own motivations, I can understand everyone else's. And this is not to say that I am always confident about how I feel about someone. This is to say that I am always confident that I'm going to figure it out. And sometimes I go through the lens of theology. Sometimes I go through the lens of life experience. And sometimes I don't go through anything at all. I say, friend, what should I do here? And then she'll tell me. And if I agree with it, I'll do it. And sometimes, if I disagree with it, I'll still do it because she's smarter than me. And if time is any indication, she knows it. Anyway, we're at about 10 minutes, so let's go ahead and shut it down. But just wanted to catch up with you guys, tell you how I'm doing. Things with Daniel are still no contact, but that's okay. Just to him, I love you. You can come home again. I hope you do. And if you don't, I still hope that you get well. Okay, so again, happy day. Love to all of you guys. Thanks for stopping by.